actually want to run through some of the questions that you often see in a work problem that make you very confused because the way they phrase the word, and then causing you to have no idea how to draw the model. Okay, if I were to draw this model, right, I hope that all the things you better write down in your notes because and do your revision, because you will definitely come across the questions that I will mention here. Okay, if I were to say this, A is B is 4 times, B is 4 times as much as A. So this is how you draw, right? Yeah, A is 1, then B you roll 4. But there's also another method of saying this, okay? The question can say A is 1/4 as much as B. Okay, so how you, when you see as much as, when you see this as much as, then you see a fraction here, this one you put it to here, and then this one is here. So when you draw the model, right, it's still the same. When I say B is 4 times as much as A is 1 cube, B is 4 cube. Okay, so when I say that A is 1/4 as much as B, so you know that this as much as, when you see this, underline it. Okay, underline it, and then you can see this is how you allocate, how you do your model drawing. Okay, or you can also, they can also say in the way that A is 1/4 of B. Yeah, A is 1/4 of B, right? Because if B divided 4, 1/4 of B is total is 4 cube, right? When I say of, that means times, B is total 4 cube, right? Correct. 1/4 of B, so A is 1 unit, lor. Correct or not? This is also another method of how they share, how they actually are going to trick you all when they are facing the work problem. So you have to be very familiar with all this kind of questions, how they face it. Okay, if I say B is 3 times more than A. B is 3 times more than A. Can you see this? This now I say is 3 times more than. This is as much as. When I say more than, which is this portion here, right? Is it 3 times? Is it 3 cube more than? Okay? So this is actually sometimes how you how they phrase it that cause all the confusion. If I say okay, let me say something like Joshua is twice as much as Jane. Joshua is twice as much as Jane. So you think, oh, that why they don't give me number? How? It's as much as, right? When I say twice is what? Is 2/1. So Joshua is 2, then Jane is 1. If I say half, right? If I say Joshua is half as much as Jane, then it's different. Joshua is 1, then Jane is 2, correct? If I say twice, this is twice is 2 lah, that means then you can say 4 for whatever. Then this is how you're going to draw. Joshua will have 2, right? Then Jane will have 1. Correct or not? Okay. If I were to, let me erase this, erase this thing. If I were to say something like Jane has 20% more than Joshua. Jane has 20% more than, remember, more than Joshua. Okay, so how should I draw? So 20% when I put to fraction, right, will be 1 over 5. So Jane has what? 1 over 5 more than. So Jane is actually 1 cube. Then Joshua is 5 cube, right? So if Joshua is 5 cube, but then here is more than, you know, let's say Joshua, I have 5 cube. This is Joshua. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then Jane is 1 cube more than. So Jane will have how many? This is Joshua. So Jane will have 6, right? Because this is 1 cube, which is 20% more. So Joshua here is actually 100%. So Jane here will be 120%. This is how you are going to draw the model. Okay? You can pause, replay to conceptualize what is going on. Here is the more than, which is this portion here. Here is the 20%. You get what I mean? Go back, revisit it, write down your notes, okay? Okay. I also have, I'm going to erase this now. If you didn't catch it, just go and replay it. If I draw something like that, this is A, this is B. Okay, so you can say A is 3 times of B. Correct or not? B is 1 then A is times 3 lor. 3 times of B lah. A is 1. No, B is 1. A is 3 times times of B. Correct? Or you can say B is 1/3 of A. Correct? Correct? So you get yourself very familiarized. Or you can say A is 3/4 of A and B. When I say A and B is what? A at B, right? So when A at B, right, I have total how many units? I have total of 4 units, correct or not? So you know that 3 of them will be A. Here is A and B. A and B. So 3 over 4 lah, of A and B. Okay? Here is A, right? And you can also say B is what? Is 1/4 of A and B. Okay? Can copy this down so you can get yourself familiarized with all the different method of asking questions. Okay, and then this question, this another method of asking question is very common. You did it before in the past previous assessment I actually gave you before. You must also learn how to recognize this type of question. If I say 1/3 of AH is equal to 2/5 of BH. Okay? So when I draw the model, what is the meaning? And what let's say when I draw the model, 1/3. One box of this, right, is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 1 is actually equals to this 2/5. Correct or not? This is A. This is B. Which means this portion here must be equals to this portion here. So if you know that they are equal, I just make it equal because 1 is 1 equals to 2. No. If 1 is not equals to 2, then this one times 2 lah. Times 2 lor. You understand or not? So will be, so if you were to draw it now, you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 6, right? Then here is 2/5, right? So it means this one now here, this one here, and this one is equal, no? You understand or not? You understand? This portion here is equal. You can go and refer back to the questions. I think during the first assignment or subsequent assignment we have such question before. Okay. I think as of now I can only think of such all these tips. Hopefully it's helpful. Okay, maybe we continue to do this question. Okay, after I make this like that already, right, when I draw this model, right, then the question asks and says that if A is 8 years older than B, then what is AH? Because we have already made this the same, right? Because it says 1/3 of the AH is equals to 2/5 of the BH. Correct or not? You have already made this. Is it the same? It's the same, right? And you already wrote out this model. This model, a new model for A and B. I know that he is 8 years older. 8 years older will be here, right? 8 years older. So 1 unit is actually equals to 8 years. So what about 6 unit? Because A is actually 6 unit, right? Will be equals to 6 times 8. Will give you 48 years. Okay, correct or not? Yeah. Now that we talk about age, we must revise something that is important. I hope that you remember. Age. Let's say your age. Call your sister A1. Call you A2. Let's say you and your sister age is difference by 2 years old. 2 years, okay? Okay, just roll like that lah. It's difference by 2 years. 2 years. So your total age, maybe I'll add your total age will be 24 years old. Let's say it's 24 years old. The total age is 24 years old. You have to remember this is now. So in 2022, your age difference is 2 years old. In 2023, your age difference must be still 2 years old. Okay? But the sum of your age, both of your age, is no longer 24. You cannot add one year because you think that from 2022 to 2023 is only 1 year. Yes, one pupil age 1 year. You also age another 1 year. So you must add 2. That means it's 24 add 2. Likewise, if there's another younger sister, another person, you must add another year in. Okay, this is something that sometimes people will overlook because they will think that, this year our son is 24 years old, so just add 1 more year, so just add 1 or minus 1. If I go back 1 more year, I just minus 1. Remember, don't do that. The only difference that will not change is the difference between you and your sister age. The difference, which is your age minus your sister age, your sister age minus your age, that difference will not change. This year, next year, or 10 years down the road, it still will not change. The difference, but your sum will change, okay? Okay, I think that's about it until now. There's some of the things that I feel that it might cause confusion for students. So I hope that you use a pen and pencil, write down some of the mistakes that one may encounter, especially when drawing the model things.